This video series is dedicated to my good mate Dennis Patel, a man whose knowledge of the desert was unmatched. Rest in peace, my friend.
Yeah, morning guys. Day 4 in the Simpson Desert. Yeah, another beautiful night. Watching the birds early in the morning. Seeing the sun come up here. I just love it. Stephen is only early riser like me. He just stoked the fire on. Gotta put my coffee pot on, have a coffee now. So glad to be here. I just love the desert. I just love it, I don't know. Keep coming back. Can't help it.
I gave it 3 minutes. Hadn't tried that before. Oats with apple and cinnamon, which is nice. Just don't have the drizzle of honey it's supposed to be served with. So Chopper is lingering around this car, you know, sitting in it, standing around the kitchen, but now he found the truth. Here, that's what he really loves, isn't it? Isn't it comfy?
It is comfy.
Good.
It is comfy, yes.
Mind you, can't beat his old workhorse. Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Seasucker, who sponsor this video series. It's the first time that I have done that. However, I do like the Seasucker mounts. I purchased the first one probably 4 years ago, 2 of them. Since then, Seasucker also has provided me some solutions to review and test. And 3 items here are attached to the windscreen with the Seasucker and ram mount combination. Check them out. I think there are no better windscreen mounts than Seasucker. You can mix them with multiple different solutions, like from Ram, which I choose here. They have quite a few other solutions, from quick detachable roof racks to quick detachable light bar mounts, and even kitchen. So check out the Seasucker website. Given that I'm usually the only one in the group filming, I try to minimize my interruptions as much as I can. One of the acquired skills is taking off and landing the drone without leaving the car. These work very well on earlier DJI drones by just forcing the drone down but new versions make this more and more difficult by not acknowledging the forced landing. This still often works and saves quite a bit of time and convenience. Oh, tonight is Moroccan style lemon chicken, fragrant and zesty.
Lovely. Sounds good.
See, if I was a settler, I'd settle down in this beautiful valley with the meadows.
Birds are tweaking.
Yeah. A special treat for me always is to camp on top of a dune where you can see the sunrise and the sunset. Just a magical place, especially if there is no wind, and this is one of these nights where we're gonna camp on top of the dune. We only did a few hours of driving, and yeah, the rest of the day we just enjoy here the peace, the solitude, the quietness, and yeah, I just love it.
Eastern brown, snake bite.
What did they do?
What did I do?
Yeah, you bandaged it, I guess.
I went inside, I washed it.
Yeah.
After I'd had a stern word to the snake.
Yeah.
And then sat in the chair and thought I'll just see what happens. Because being on the foot, there's not a lot of muscle or tissue there. And that was covered in venom. So I assumed I'd washed it all off and just waited. Nothing happened, so I watched telly.
You didn't even go into hospital?
No.
That's not recommended, kids, but he's a trained medic.
Mind you, that's my third snake bite. So I'm getting used to them.
I love myself a good camp on top of the dune, which we do here. Trop set up the sail for us, and the tricky bar is open. Look, it needs a bit of work. You need to supply your own cups, but you won't complain too much because it does generate or create a beautiful drink that's hidden here. I'm surprised he brings it out because he has to camp on top of a dune.
But we'll get there.
Probably the only night
Excuse
now
me.
where it's gonna be blowing a gale.
One of the secret ingredients.
Yeah, can't do without that. And he preserved them well because that limes, did you restock them or are they still from home?
Those are from home, yep.
So they would be now, I don't know, 14th day or so?
Yeah, lost count.
Something like that, huh?
A little lime each. And a little bit extra juice.
Of that. Not to mention, same Bushman I have, or the other way around, I have the same, because Tricky's is 20 something years old.
Yeah.
Come on, show us what's in that secret bottle there.
I'll have to destroy the tape afterwards.
Yeah, that's alright.
Right.
I won't tell anyone. You see how well that is packed. Or not.
No, it's a secret.
That's a secret, sorry. Watch the Victorian High Country series, then you will know not exactly what it is, but ooh. Well earned sugar-free mixer.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you
Enjoy.
very much on another very successful expedition. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't use the audio. The wind was too strong. What I'm mentioning here is that I'm using these Redarc foldable solar panel now for probably 7 years. I purchased it and it wasn't cheap at the time. I think it nearly cost me $1,000. But form factor wise, it is just the best I have found. Given it lasted me 7 years now and I have used it a lot, the price was worth it in my eyes. Yeah, I'm here in the Simpson, and just before I went on this trip, I went to the Outdoor Expo, which is an industry expo only. Looked around, and one of the guys I had a chat with is the distributor of these Nebo lights. And they were kind enough to send me a whole array of lights, which I have all with me, which I have all used. And I thought I'd just give you some very quick feedback on them. Let's start with the Lux Extreme SL100. Kind of a specialty light. It has kind of a laser LED which goes 1600 meters. It does also have a good flood beam though, and I have found myself using it quite a bit. Not just on this trip, but also on the previous Fraser trip. I can stick it on the car. It's fully magnetic. Here I could lift up the table on it. Yeah, so I could stick it on the car. And with the flood beam, then that it's very good to do anything around the car. The laser beam I found pretty good for animal spotting. Used it for that quite a bit. On Fraser, it deterred the dingoes. And here for in the desert, while we didn't have to use it, it would actually make a very good beacon in the dark at night. We pointed that upwards, and that is something you can see from a few kilometers away. So if you get lost in the dark, which is not that difficult here, these will bring you back to it. So this is definitely a light I like and I will continue using. It's rechargeable. You can have the floodlight, you can have the floodlight and the laser, and each of them also individually. So yeah, definitely I like that. Next one is this. What's it called? I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. The 4X, which is more like a hand torch. I don't really use hand torches that often because usually I want to have my hands free. But that is one I nevertheless will keep, and that is something I have to say up front. The light output of all of these lights is very, very good. So this one here I like a lot. It's a very heavy, sturdy light. So I can't see that breaking quickly. But what is special on this one, number one, very strong magnet. So again, I could here lift up nearly the table with it. The side I certainly can. But what it also has is this. So you can stuck it under the bonnet or wherever on a magnet, and then it has a down light or a light which you can easily adjust. So I really like that. It's called the SLYDE. SLYDE King 2K. Yeah. So yeah, I think that is pretty cool. I like it. And the beam here, that is also good. You can change it, center it, or flooded, good. But again, torches I don't use that often anymore. Mainly I use head torches. So actually let's get to the head torches last. So then Nebo provide me this one, and that one I really like. I definitely also keep and will carry in the car, because look at this, silicon base, super small. You can hang it up. The only improvement here, it would be better for me if it had a hook, so you can't really easily attach it necessarily to a rope or so. You have to feed the rope through, but anyway, that is just a fine thing. It is rechargeable, and even better, and that's what I have used it for quite a bit, it has a red light. So I use that as a position light. I have that around the stretcher here. And that means at night it's easy to see where my stretcher is and find back. Rechargeable, yeah, really like it. It obviously also has the normal white, and that is in 3 different dim levels. So yeah, great light, love it. Especially the rechargeable, the red light, and this very small footprint. Let's come to the headlights, because I'm not a... So let's now get to the headlights, because there, you know, it's a little bit more hit and miss. So this is the Nebo MYCRO 500, and it's super light. It also has a red light. I honestly wish for all of my headlights to have a red light. If you wake up at night, you're not blinded. When I do night photography, red light is very good. But even around the campfire, you're not blinding everyone. So this has a red light, but it has one drawback. It's also very comfortable, this one here, because it's so light. But I can't even get one night out of it. It is rechargeable, and I'm talking about a short desert night. That means probably from 6, latest by 8 we're in bed, so I can't get 2 hours out of it. And that for me is a downfall, you know. That's why I stopped really using it, because yeah, I don't feel switching lights or having to recharge it in that regards. Otherwise, I still have it in the car as a quick one, but if it had a slightly better battery, 3-4 hours, even on the red mode, I'd happily use it, because it's very, very light. Next one. This is, not sure what that is called. Anyway, good light output, they all have. It also, from memory, has a red light. Here it is. However, I did find that quite uncomfortable, especially if you wear it, you know, a whole evening. These rubber things here, they really start pressing into your head, and it's not a very comfortable light if you intend to wear it for a bit longer. If you just have it on for, you know, to do a quick job or so, no problem whatsoever. But see, that's a light output here. Otherwise, I think Nebo really needs to up the game in that regards and make them a bit more comfortable. It has this tilting mechanism here, which, yeah, look, not too bad, you know. It's all right. Charging is at the back here somewhere, and I think that was also a bit funny. So there are a few of that Nebo lights where you actually have to take the battery out and you charge the battery pack here. I like that's USB-C, so that's a good thing. And to be honest, I have kind of gotten used to it, because this one is the same. Sorry, tons of flies. But I find that a bit odd. I guess that makes it waterproof, so, you know, because it's all sealed. and yeah, that's probably one of the compromises you have to take. So just be aware of that. It took me a little while because obviously I didn't read the manual to figure out how to charge it. And then we have here the Transcend 1500. That has been my main light which I use around here. Again, it could be more comfortable, especially the front bit. It's not the most comfortable light, but it has very good output. It has low, medium, high. Yeah, it doesn't have red, unfortunately. It is magnetic, so you can also chuck it on the car or so, which I definitely have used around the car. And it has very good battery life. Like this one, the battery is charged by unscrewing this again, which makes it probably waterproofed. And then you have the charging point here. Here the battery orientation the other way around, so you've got to keep that in mind. This one was that way around. So I wish there would be a better solution for that, but not the most comfortable light either. But yeah, I found me using it quite a bit on this trip because just of the light output. So if I really need to do anything, this one is the go. And on low it lasts me very long, and on high, yeah, it is very bright. Yeah, overall I think good lights, but especially the headlamps, there needs to be a little bit more effort in making them more comfortable for longer wearing. Again, if you only wear them for an hour, half an hour, no problem. But especially this one, I use it on Fraser a lot. After 2 hours or so, 1.5 hours, it becomes a bit annoying. So this was a quick overview and initial testing results of these Nebo lights from the past few weeks. Pretty heavy with flies today, so late dinner.
You got the wad.
Got already a mozzie in.
So the whole bunch of chip bottles open.
2.
I better like one go.
So that is ready here. Good, I like it. Yeah guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed part 3. Part 4 is coming. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so, and also click the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please keep in mind this is a self-funded channel, so I would greatly appreciate if you could help me out by sharing, liking and subscribing. And if you can, please consider head over to Patreon or buy me a coffee, and with the equivalent of a cup of coffee or 2 per month, you can really help me making these videos. Thanks a lot for watching and see you along the tracks.